What's up, guys? You guys want to find out how I caught this raccoon using my blowgun? You're definitely not going to want to miss this episode. I'm Chris Thorn. That's Zachary Fowler. And this is the 30-Day Survival Challenge, Texas. There's only one rule. If you want to eat, you got to catch it and cook it. I smell something. Ooh, there we go. Morning, everybody. It is day 8. We have some awesome stuff on the fire. We've got possum and rattlesnake, plus our catfish stew. Zach's about to put coffee on. Oh, you guys gotta see this. So this is the one that's got the possum in it. Oh my Lanta. That looks amazing. Ooh. You know, I said catfish was the best. This is a close second. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh. God is definitely good all the time. Alright, so while Zach's off getting more firewood, I'm gonna go get some more water at the creek. Both are very, very important. Fire does cook the food, but we don't get to have the soup without the water. Or stay hydrated, actually. So, now, I know in the first beginning, you guys saw a stew full of possum for day 8, and you're like, dude, when did you guys get that? And that was actually last night. But because we were so blessed and so overloaded with things that we got to capture, trap, and hunt last night, we didn't want to overload you guys with just one day. It was a pretty epic day, though. We got a turtle, we got crawdads, we got 3 water snakes, a rattlesnake, and a possum. Super insane day for us collecting food. It really pretty much set us up for the entire day. I try to put a little pressure in and get some of that excess liquid out first. Alrighty. Alright, so some of you who've been following this episode from day 1, and today's day 8, so if you haven't seen all of the episodes so far, there's definitely going to be a playlist up in the right hand corner of the screen where you guys can actually see the entire playlist. But for those of you who have been following, you may have noticed my wardrobe change, and that's because it was nasty, humid, and disgusting, and my shirt was literally holding water, and that's actually not safe when the temperature drops before you go to sleep. So I went ahead, whipped out my field shower, took a shower last night. It's just the lighting was really, really horrible, so I didn't get any good footage for you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen these leaves. I've never talked about it, Zach has. But these have a very rough quality to them, so we can actually use them here in the bush as a Brillo pad for washing our dishes. And make sure our stuff is clean for the next meal. It's kind of awesome. Alrighty. Ooh-wee. Oh, this smells so good. This smells home cooked, man. This meat is just falling off. I gotta... Can't even pick it up. Yeah, this thing cooked overnight, so it's gonna be really, really, really good. All this fat, don't even run away from it. Alright, I think I'm gonna go get a little bit of this broth. This is gonna be a very fatty broth. Kind of add that as a soup. There we go. Still plenty of meat for later. Good to go. Alrighty. Add my chupacabra seasoning. And we are off to the races. All I need is some huevos for this, and we have some eggs. Alright. So, I promised you guys I was gonna give you the story on actually how we got this possum. Basically, what had happened was, so all in all, yesterday, I was pretty much done for the day. We had caught 3 water snakes, a turtle, crawdads. We had a really good meal. I was done. I was tired and ready for bed. But Zach decided he wanted to, since he had all the energy from the meal, to grab a slingshot and do a quick night hunt. Stalked around. Well, I was laying in my hammock after I took my shower. I was in a good mood. So I decided to go for a nice light little stroll through the trail. And as I'm walking back to camp, I only went out about a quarter to a half mile, not too far. I see a headlamp flickering in the trees. And I guess he heard me rustling around, looked at me, and started giving me these little bird whistles to make sure it was me. And I come through and he's like, Chris, do you have your stick with you? I was like, yeah. He goes, I have a possum stuck in a tree. I need your help. So I run over, having to bob and weave and duck and dodge every hateful little thing, because for whatever reason, Zach thought it was a good idea to literally to pin this possum in the worst, most dangerous possible area you could possibly imagine. There was Tasajillo, cactus, and just thorny mesquite everywhere. Like, it was literally walking through a landmine in, like, Vietnam. It was ridiculous. But we got in there. Sure enough, there's a possum in a tree, and he needed to get it out. So we used snake stick. We pulled him out of the tree, and that is why this exists. All right, guys. So we're going to be walking down to the creek so we can check that raccoon trap that I set there last night. Want to see if we got anything before the rain kicks in. The weather's starting to turn. It's not looking too hot today, but it is a lot cooler, which is a good respite. But we're gonna have to seek shelter, and our days are gonna be a little shorter, so we have to be as efficient as possible. So that's what we're doing right now, and hopefully there's something there. If not, well, there's always tomorrow. I think we got something in the trap. It's been set off and it's not moved. I think there's something in there. Let's go find out. Oh, do you guys see that? Can you see him? There's a pair of eyes right there above the rock. Got ourselves a raccoon. That's awesome. Oh, with the weather turning bad, there's definitely dinner tomorrow. So We got a raccoon in the trap. Trap did his job. Got us our meal for tomorrow. And use every single bit of this creature to keep our bodies fit on this 30-day challenge. So yeah, we have our meal for tomorrow. So day 8 is already taken care of with the leftovers from the possum and the rattlesnake and the large water snake we didn't eat. And this guy will be day 9, which will be very, very good calories and fats for us while we're out there. Ooh, you got the fire going just in time, man. What you got there? This is a big old fat, like 20-pound raccoon, man. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a big boy. Ooh, that's gonna make a meal. Nice, good work. While we're processing, I'm sure you guys realize that we're blurring out the actual skinning portion. Due to the fact for YouTube policies, this would be age restricted and demonetized, and also prevent more eyes from seeing this and learning more and getting more from this particular section. So if you want to see the skinning of an animal, you want to see those kind of processes, you never need to check out another channel. But if you want to learn something and learn what it takes to survive for 30 days and all the stuff in between, that's what this series is all about. I'm completely finished dressing the raccoon, and the creature is being smoked over the fire for dinner tomorrow, I believe, or breakfast tomorrow. And how some people look at trash pandas in the city, where they'll be either trapped by a professional animal control, or a homeowner will go and just trap it, poison it, or shoot it. It's completely different than going through and trapping or hunting an animal for food, given the fact that once you're done, you have to travel all the way back to camp with this creature, you have to process this animal yourself, and then you have to cook it and eat it. So to me, there's much more that goes into it as far as nourishing our bodies and providing us with another day to keep us going, more so than just dispatching a creature needlessly. I don't know what else to say. Probably just delete it. So we've been smoking my raccoon, but right now I'm gonna have some desert menudo, basically is what this is. This is the Possum-tacular 3000 soup. There's basically a bunch of fat on it, right on top. Lots of energy and calories right in there. Still a bunch of meat, but I want the soup portion right now. If a little bit of the meat fell in, I'm not gonna be mad though. Look at all that meat still there, and we have a raccoon, so for the next day or so, we've got plenty of calories, plenty of things we need to keep going. Life, some chupacabra seasoning, yo yeah. Oh, yes. Time to sit down and enjoy all this big old fatty broth, all the calories and the flavors. After working and bushcrafting and chore building, repairing my chair, hiking around for miles and miles, this makes it all worth it. So good. So good, guys. Well, I think after this, we've been, we're gonna prepare for the rain. If you haven't seen Zach's channel, he actually built a huge shelf and where he can stack all his stuff on. And I think tomorrow we're gonna be building a table now that it is much cooler out. So definitely go check out his channel for the shelf building video. We're gonna build a shelf, we're gonna be building a table tomorrow. All in all, day 8. Amazing.
Alright guys, so I'm coming up on something. Looks like a snake. That was a bird. Fucking hell.
This is why we try to rainproof everything. I know it's going to be hard to hear us, but it's raining pretty good right now. Like really, really good. And I think it's supposed to rain for another 2 or 3 hours. Really hard. So fingers crossed that everything holds up and everything stays waterproof like it's supposed to. Otherwise, it's going to be really miserable really quick.